What's up, everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here with an unboxing of one of the most anticipated phones of 2011. This is the Droid Bionic for Verizon Wireless. It is the carrier's first 4G dual-core phone, of course being powered by Android. We first saw it debuted at CES 2011 in January. Since then, it's been delayed and reimagined. So let's go ahead and see if the Droid Bionic has been worth the wait. Alright, so the packaging looks very similar to the other Droid lines of phone with the gray sleeve on top and that creepy eye sort of peering through. Go ahead and pull off the sleeve here, run through all the specs and all that goodness in just a minute. There is the aforementioned creepy eye, Droid Bionic. Gray box, gray box, gray box. Alright, let's go ahead and pull the top off in unboxing striptease style. See just a little bit, put it back. If you want to see the whole thing, it's going to be an extra $20 and you have to go to a different room. Just kidding. Alright, so here is, upside down, the Droid Bionic. Let's go ahead and pull this guy out of the box. See what else we're going to get here and run through all the specs and that goodness. 4G SIM card. This is LTE. LTE is a GSM-based technologies, so it's going to need a SIM card. Let's go ahead and see if they put it in here. Usually, yep, it is already in the phone. In addition to these accessories, you can get a ton of other stuff. You can get laptop docks and all kinds of other goodness. We've got the port that plugs into the wall with the USB port on the side. There is the cord that's going to plug into that, charges via micro USB, and a manual. That's about it. So pretty standard. Not any headphones in there. Go ahead and push this stuff off to the side. Go ahead and peel off the plastic. Whoosh. Oh, I left a piece behind. Get it off. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and power this sucker up, and we'll run through the specs, because there's a lot of specs here to go through. So hopefully it's got enough charge to turn on. Maybe it does. It looks like it might be dead. That's too bad. Power on. Not very well for the battery life already. Just kidding. Alright, so let me run through the specs of this guy, and then I'll power it on and come back and show you what it can do. Alright, so we are looking at Android 2.3.4 Gingerbread, so one of the latest builds of Android, with Motorola's Don't Call Me Moto Blur on here as well. As I mentioned, it's the first dual-core phone that has sported LTE network on Verizon Wireless, and that is 1 gigahertz on each core. It's a TI OMAP processor. It also has 1 gig of RAM in here, so this guy is pretty much what a computer was a few years ago. Screen-wise, it's a 4.3-inch screen with a resolution of 540 by 960. That qualifies as QHD or Quarter HD with Corning Gorilla Glass. So you put this in your pocket with your keys. You're not going to scratch it up. On the back, 8-megapixel camera with autofocus, LED flash, of course, and that can shoot full 1080p HD video. So no need to bring a camcorder with you when you go out and about. Front-facing camera on the front, obviously, for video chat, taking your sexy Facebook photos. You hold it out to the front, boom, and snap your picture. 32 gigs of memory, 16 internal, and there should be a 16 gigabyte card lurking in here. Of course, you can up that to 32 gigs. I feel like the Micro Machine guy the way I'm talking. Of course, support Adobe Flash and all the rest of that goodness. I'm going to set you back about $300 on a 2-year contract. So, what do we have on the phone? We've got 4 capacitive buttons: menu, home, back, and search. That sort of Droid chin that we've come to know or love or loathe, depending on which camp you're in. On the left-hand side, HDMI out, and the charging port for micro USB. On the right-hand side, very well-pronounced volume up and down rocker. On the bottom, there lives a microphone. Nothing else. On the top, on the left-hand side is a power and lock button. I prefer when it's on the right, but that's just me. 3.5mm headset jack. You can see there's a little bit of a chin here. The chin is on the front, sort of reminiscent, I guess, of the Droid X. On the back, soft touch, so it feels pretty nice in the hand. There's the camera we talked about, speaker grill, and all of your branding. Got Verizon, LTE, with Google. The phone's not very thick. It certainly feels solid in your hand. I like that soft touch feel. I prefer when the back is sort of a metal type accent, but this really does feel quite nice. Let me go ahead and pop this sucker off, take a look at what else we're going to have, and maybe there's a tab I got to pull to get the battery to work. We'll try this live on camera. So here is the battery, and it's a gargantuan battery. I can pull it out of there. Try it. Come here. Battery. Battery. There we go. Let's check the size of this battery. 3.8 volts. Where is the, there it is, 1,735 milliamp hours. It's big, but it's also very thin. You can already see the comments about that one down below. There's where your SIM card's going to live, and there's where your micro SD card's going to be. So let's go ahead and put some charge into this guy. No offense to the Droid charge, and look around. Alright, so we are plugged in and quasi-juiced up here. This is what your Droid Bionic is going to look like. First, you got some 3D animations, and of course, in the full review, I'll walk you through everything. This is just really the first time I've turned the phone on here. And the thing is snappy fast. You'd expect that, I guess, from a dual-core processor and a gig of RAM. Man, this thing is blistering. Alright, let's take a look at some of the stuff you're going to get on your phone. So here are the apps that you're going to get. They are side-scrolling apps. So you've got a lot of custom Motorola ones, and of course the standard stuff that you get with Android, and some Verizon business here, VCast, and some more VCast stuff. 3D animations there. What is that logo? Is that a camera? It looks like it is a camera. So that's how you snap pictures. Yay. Alright, let's go ahead and exit out of here. Take a look at the browser. For me, the browser is what matters most. App loading time and all that stuff I can handle, as long as the browser is going to be decent speeds. So let's go ahead and take a look at the browser. And here we've got, hey, check a look at that. Check a look at that. Take a look at that. Techno Buffalo's new mobile version. And the thing is just about as fast as you'd expect. I mean, this just goes. I didn't see a checkerboard pattern at all. This thing is a speedy looking phone. So of course it's very unscientific test, just first impressions. Again, during the full review and hands-on, I'll walk through everything. I'll run benchmarks and I'll run different tests and I'll show flash and the rest of that business here. This is kind of a neat little add-on I saw. It's for your contacts. So add favorite contacts. If you pull it down, it's going to pull down a whole bunch of contacts. You can go pick who you want to dial. So instead of taking up a whole home screen with row after row, it sort of pulls all that down for you to do it. A really neat addition that Motorola added on here. Let's take a look at some of the Droid backgrounds. It's always kind of fun to see when Motorola puts on their Droid phones. Take a look at live wallpaper, see if there's anything new. I don't know why I care about this, but I always do. So the standard ones, and then there's the Droid Bionic one, which I think was the one we had loaded there. Let's go ahead and set that and see if the eye is going to creep us out, or creep me out. And yep, I feel like it's judging me. So you can change that if you want. This has been a very first look and quick look at the Droid Bionic, Verizon's first dual-core LTE phone. It's available now for 300 smackaroos on a 2-year contract. I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo. Be sure to check out the website for all of your tech news, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.